Okay, so here we go, game 2 against another hunter. I missed the, looks like we missed the mulligan here. Probably in the mulligan we were just wanting to keep the backstab and the miscreant. Maybe you can consider keeping a second backstab, especially against when there's a face hunter possibility, so we might have kept all three of those cards. Probably pitched something, got the devoted maniac back. So let's see how he starts his game. Looks like he passed turn 1, and we also passed turn 1, so unlikely to be face hunter. He drops a secret now. Let's see what's going on here. We just want to drop our miscreant for sure on turn 2, especially when we have no Pharaoh Cat on turn 1. It's just an easy miscreant play here. You could consider daggering up, but I don't see why you would. When we drop the miscreant here, we now open ourselves up to turn 3, all 3 of our 1-drops, which is super strong. It's probably the best 3 mana play we can make. Is just flood the board a little bit, start developing some pressure. Okay, so we can seal fate this instead, but then we have to lose our our guy, so probably better to just backstab Kobold and still drop our 1-drops. We can keep the Dragon Lackey if you want to use the Praise Galakrond. I think I'm okay with that. We can put the Praise Galakrond on the well, let's see how things go first. Let's start with the backstab and then Kobold Lackey and see if any trap is procced by that. Sure, we can attack here. If we attack them, we're dropping our guys, right? That's fine. Now we just drop our Pharaoh Cat and our Dragon Lackey. I think it's fine to not praise Galakrond here, just because we really want to get his thing going. Here, we want to take either the Scorcher or the Spellkin. In my experience, Spellkin is actually super good in this deck because it's giving you a Togwaggle Scheme, it's giving you a Sinister Strike, it's really giving you stuff that you don't really need but could be useful at some point. Togwaggle Scheme in a long game can be really good with your Kronks. Sinister Strike obviously is really good with your Edwin and can just get some damage into the face, but the Dragon Moss Scorcher is really good to deal with all the lackeys and things like that. Hunter doesn't have lackeys, but they sometimes have 1/1s, especially the Quest Hunter will have a lot of tokens, so Dragon Moss is pretty good in that. I think here we can probably go Cobalt Spellkin, just to get a nice 3/5 body and a little bit, some more resources. It's never YSERA. I'm fine with either of the 5-drops. I really have I have no qualms about either. I think I like Spellkin though a little bit more here. You can't take YSERA. No, that's wrong. YSERA is way too slow. We don't have a turn 5 play right now. We don't want to play our Miscreant on turn 5. I think I would have liked to take the Spellkin there. Dragon Moss Scorcher is okay too. It's a little bit of a better body, but we've already seen that he's clearly not Face Hunter and he's clearly not Quest Hunter. So I think Spellkin is a good pick up here. So let him Primordial Explorer, and looks like we're gonna draw our sap. So here we definitely want to just play our 4-mana card just to get it out of the hand. We can also consider Temple Berserker and a Dagger up, but I don't think we need that right now. So we can just Dagger up, backstab his guy. I think we want to play out our heavy cards, so we want to play a Seal Fate or we want to play our own Devoted Maniac. Just get an Invocation out. I like Seal Fate here, yeah, because that way we can save our rush from Devoted Maniac for something a little bit better. And I would like to praise Galakrond here as well. Play around the Mind Control tech 1, apply a little more pressure to him. I like putting it on the Pharaoh Cat for sure, because it's a little bit more resilient of a body. And just get another Lackey. The more Lackeys we have, the more options we have later in the game, so it's good. That's also why we like to play out our heavy cards first, so that we can just keep playing Lackey after Lackey after Lackey. Later in the afternoon, I would say, in like turn 5, 6, 7, and really just apply pressure. So there's his Dragon Moss Explorer. We have an easy clear with Backstab and Devoted. We can even use our Titanic Lackey to protect our Devoted Maniac, so that if we get a Witchy Lackey, we can use that next turn. Alternative lines are to Temple Enforcer, Dagger, and use the Goblin Lackey. I think that's terrible. I think we just want to backstab and Devoted Maniac. It's good to get the Lackey on board, Titanic Lackey, because the next turn we can possibly Heist Baron, because we're gonna have to. He's gonna have to deal with a taunt before he can clear the Lackey. So I kind of do like that more. I like putting the Lackey on the Titanic Lackey on the 2/2. I disagree with this. What are we looking for? I don't know what we're looking for with the Ethereal Lackey. I would rather protect our guy. Yep, I like this. I like this much more. We protect our Devoted Maniac, we protect our Lackey, we keep the tempo high on the board, we keep our Ethereal Lackey in hand so that we can look for something that we actually need when we actually need something. We don't need that right now. So anyway, this is my second game, by the way. This is my second game with this deck, so still one shark only. And still just kind of getting used to getting the feel for this. I was mostly playing Galakrond Warrior before. Then they made the Scion nerf to 4, and I switched to this deck afterwards. But I haven't been playing Rogue in a while, so I wanted to get a little practice in. That's why you see me making some funny plays, some questionable plays here and there. So, I'm not really sure what his trap is supposed to be. I really want to Heist Baron, and unfortunately you can't test the trap because I can't lose this Lackey. We're just going to Heist Baron. If it's a snipe, it's fine. It's still a 5/1. He still has to do something to deal with it. We just want to get our Wondrous Wand here. So I think I agree with this play, for sure. Alternative is to get our Miscreant back on board, but this is so much better. This is just so much better. Now we can attack. So looking like a Rat Trap. Maybe Pressure Plate. Tracking, he's looking for something. Most likely. He doesn't have much in hand. Could have a 6 drop, maybe like Unleash the Beast to just deal with the Heist Baron. Diving Griffin, okay. That's not that great for him. Okay. Springpaw clear, pretty good. So we want to really keep the pressure high. See how useless this YSERA is just sitting in our hand. It would be really nice if we could just drop a body on him right now, like Cobalt Spellkin or something like that. But obviously we have the Wondrous Wand in hand, so it's really not that big of a deal. We're probably just going to Wondrous Wand here, drop our Temple Enforcer, drop a couple Lackeys, and then maybe some 0 mana cards, I think is the way to go. The problem is we really want to play around his Rat Trap, so we want to be able to sap the Rat when it comes out. So if we're going to Wondrous Wand, we want to keep 2 mana also for the Temple Enforcer, Templar Berserker. I think that's probably the play. I don't like this. I would rather Wondrous Wand, because we can get way more tempo by Wondrous Wanding. By doing this, yes, we get our 5 mana Miscreant out of our hand, which we definitely want to be doing. But if we Wondrous Wand, we can develop a board of Temple Berserker, 2 Lackeys, and a bunch of 0 mana cards. And if he has the rat Trap, then we just don't develop the Lackeys. We still get to develop some 0 mana cards, or at least get them in our hand. And also get a big card out of our way. Yes, 5 mana Miscreant is heavy to play, and we want to play that at some point, but it's also, like, we're sitting with the YSERA in hand. It's entirely possible that we're going to end the game with some heavy cards in our hand. And the Miscreant might be okay. We don't need the Miscreant right now. We already have 2 Lackeys in hand. We already have a Seal Fate in hand. We have ways to get more Lackeys, and we have a Wondrous Wand that can just get us a 0 mana Miscreant, you know? So I don't think I like playing a Miscreant here. I think I would have much rather use our Wondrous Wand and save our sap for Rat Trap, but that's okay. Keep going from here. I think this could be a crucial misplay. If we end up losing this game, I think this could be a big turning point, because we had a big opportunity to just ramp up the tempo here, ramp up the tempo here, and now he just kills 2 of our guys for free, and we don't even have an Eviscerate in hand. And now we have, we're basically at the point where now we really kind of have to Wonder Swan because we really want to look for the Eviscerate, but our hand is too full to really look for the Wonder Swan. So now our plays are more limited because now we want to have to do like something crazy like Shield of Galakrond and Goblin Lackey or something like that. Maybe we can get a Faceless, maybe we can get a 3-2 off the Faceless Lackey that we can Goblin Lackey. A couple things could work out here, but we really need damage here. I think we want to start with the Faceless Lackey and then probably the Goblin Lackey. Maybe then we can Wonder Swan. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel wrong. It doesn't feel terrible to just drop the Shield of Galakrond. But imagine if we didn't draw this, then what are we doing? I think we definitely should have Wonder Swanned last turn. Now we definitely have to Faceless Lackey here. We definitely need to get the Goblin Lackey on something that can attack. See, we don't have to go immediately here. We want to Faceless Lackey first. Let's see what we get from the Faceless Lackey before we do this. We don't need to sacrifice our 4-5 just straight up here. Because the Faceless Lackey is very likely to get us a 2 or 3 attack guy. And so, with a 2 or 3 attack guy, we can use the Goblin Lackey. Then the problem is we can't sap since we already played our Shield of Galakrond, so I think once we do this we're a little bit committed. We might be a little committed here. But even here it would be better to just use our Temple Berserker, right? Because we can put the 1-2 into the thing and then we get a 3-1, Goblin Lackey, the Temple Berserker again, and then clear it, and we still have our 4-5. Because now we're going to clear off our 4-5 and we're just going to have a 1-2 Temple Berserker and a Goblin Lackey. I don't think that's right. So this is definitely the wrong way of going about this. This plays around the Rat Trap when we just stagger up now. But again, this is really passive. 2 turns in a row played very, very passively when we could have been super aggro and really just put a lot of pressure on him. Because we're really just giving him more opportunities. He shouldn't be able to play Siamat. We should never let him feel okay to play Siamat. All of his big bomb cards, heavy cards, we should never let him feel okay about playing that. He should never have a 6-4 Siamat with Wind Fury after he plays a Siamat, you know? We want to make sure that he's using it in a way that uses up his resources, misuses up his resources. And we never want to give him a situation like this where he can easily Brann the board. This is a very good time for him to Brann. He should never feel bad about Branning here. We want to make him Brann when he has to like trade. See, he has the Brann here now. And now what do? We can't deal with the Brann. We can't deal with this King Crush. We can't do anything to it. Just sap it, that's all we can do. And we're not drawing anything that's useful. This YSERA is just sitting in our hand the whole game. He's not letting us play the YSERA now. He's got too much pressure on us. We can't play it. So now we're really in a bind, and we're sitting with a Wonder Swan in our hand. I don't know why we've been sitting with this Wonder Swan in our hand for like 3 turns. We really just have to start playing stuff. We have to get stuff out of our hand. This is not the thing to play. We want a Wonder Swan, so we don't want to play cards that are going to give us more cards into our hand. Take the Shiv here and move on. We don't have time. We got to make quick plays. Cheap shot. We're not playing that though. When are you going to Wonder Swan? What's your plan on that, I wonder? Because we have right now in our hand 5, 10 cards. We have a full hand. Faceless Lackey is one that gets things out of our hand, and that's it. Everything else adds stuff to our hand. We really can't play things like that. We're probably going to have to step the King Crush, which is fine. I think what our play wants to be right now is to sap the King Crush, is to Faceless Lackey out. Then we can finally play the Wonder Swan, and then play a couple Wonder Swan cards, and then kind of be done. Maybe Seal Fate the Brann. We can Seal Fate the Brann, we can sap the King Crush, that gives us 2 more mana to use, and then we can just drop a couple Lackeys and save the Wonder Swan for next turn again. Probably the only way to go about this right now. Wow. Wow, paid off. Amazingly paid off quickly. We need to move quickly. You need to move super quickly. We're not going to get this off. Did we get this off? We did. But this was a terrible turn. We blanked, we held on to 3 mana. And we let him get his Rat Trap off. We didn't sap the rat. So this is an easy game to lose, right? We shouldn't be winning this game from here. We've made basically 3 awful plays in a row. and just continuously let him get advantage on us. We wasted our Temple Berserker. We didn't need to put it into the King Crush. We probably should have just sapped the King Crush. He's never playing King Crush. If we sap the King Crush, he's never playing it again. He's never going to have an opportunity to play 9 mana until he gets us down to less than 8, and we're never going to let him get us down to less than 8 at that point. What is it, Savage Roar? Lethal? Surely. Or like a Lava Burst would probably get it done too. Kill Command, yeah. So, and like, look, we've lost the game with a YSERA in our hand, with a Wondrous Wand in our hand. You cannot lose the game with these types of thing in your hand. You can never lose a game with Wondrous Wand in your hand. Don't play Togwaggle on 6 and then sit with the Wondrous Wand in your hand until turn 10. We had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to play the Wondrous Wand. That's the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the best card in the whole deck is Wondrous Wand. So we definitely should have played that. The YSERA we didn't need to take. We could have taken one of the 5 mana idiots and been much better off. The probably Spellkin would have been better because 1 mana spells can give us a little more flexibility. But again, this Togwaggle scheme is just sitting in our hand, so it's not that useful. I'm trying to remember what the other 1 mana spells are. I don't think there's anything super useful that you really want to start with, but they're not bad. Probably the Dragon Moss Scorcher would have been even better in this situation just because we can put some pings on some guys. You know, maybe we could Seal Fate the Brann and use that to clear it off or something like that. Maybe that 1 damage could have mattered on the King Crush. We really had to get paid off with the Kobold Lackey to get the King Crush play to happen. Otherwise, we had no plays. I'm not really sure what I would be interested to hear what I was thinking out loud during that turn, because from our perspective here, it seemed like I had no plan. We didn't know what we were going to do. Our plan was just to lose the game. So here we end up losing a game that we definitely did not have to lose. We could have won this game, I think. I think if we had started playing a little more aggressively around turn 5, turn 6, that's really where you want to start putting the pressure on, and could have won this game. Definitely could have won this game, but that's all right. This was just game 2. So we'll see you guys next time.